right, that was almost as bad as I was going to say. Um, I personally, I always complain about how people pick and choose and cherry pick verses out of the Bible. I'm kind of glad, especially if you listen to that, everyone gets stoned all the time, that they have stopped, paying attention to some of it. I wish they'd just be able to let go of all of it. All right, so let's go ahead and bring, what's Jayme? Jayme Johnston.
All right. As I mentioned in the December meeting, I was hosting Christmas this year, and so I had all of my extended family in my home. For those of you that have been in my home, you know that I have a fairly extensive library. I call it the Feynman Library, and I have probably close to 1,500 to 1,600 books about skepticism, science, rational thinking, and atheism. And my grandfather, when I was moving, actually told me, moving would be way easier if you had the only book you really need. And just the idea that anybody could rely on one book just horrifies me as an educator. And I'm going, wait, but I have, 300 books about biology. I wouldn't rely on one book just for biology. I wouldn't rely on one book for neuroscience. Why on earth would you think that you could rely on all of the knowledge in your life on one book? But to that end, I want to make sure that you guys know that you have access to all of these books. I actually have all of them scanned in a Google document that is available on the Fellowship of Freethought website. The Feynman Library, while it is in my house, which is a private residence, I don't mind giving my address to any of you guys. You're welcome to come over. If there's a book on the list that you would like to get, I'm at every meeting every month, and you can just email me from the meetup site or contact anybody that knows how to get a hold of me and just say, hey, there's a book in your library that I'd really like to read. Can you bring it to the meeting? And I'd be happy to check it out to you and bring it to the meeting. Like I said, the collection is fairly extensive, and I always take donations as well if you would like to donate a book to the Freethought Library. And I just found out yesterday from the North Texas Skeptics that they are interested in combining their library with ours so that we will have access to more skeptical magazines and perhaps more skeptical books as well, so that we'll have one big, conglomerate of a library. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of this, because I know that if you go to half-price books, like the section on atheism is like 3 books. And sometimes you can really have difficulty finding access to some really good quality books, especially in science and whatever. And I would like to thank Jayme and his family, because he has donated at least like 1 or 2 books almost every month. So he has donated quite a few textbooks. If you're looking for any type of specific science, we have it. And some of the textbooks are a little bit older. I know all of my old textbooks are available, but it's kind of cool to have access to that if you want it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that it was an option. Okay?